Ago tonight, Angel Downs, the longtime mistress of Steve Nodine, was found shot to death in her Gulf Shores driveway.
And really, this is a case surrounded in mystery. Was it murder or suicide?
Fox 10 News reporter April Douglas spoke to those close to the case about the past, the present, and the future of this much talked about investigation.
Angel Downs was found with a single gunshot to the head and a weapon beside her. 2 years later, questions still arise about what happened that night and who pulled the trigger. Nodine says Downs did. The state says it doesn't matter who fired the fatal shot. In the last 2 years, the beach community of Gulf Shores has seen its share of change. Each day, the surf slaps the sand, changing its landscape. Condos spring to life along the strip, and a music festival has drawn thousands to Pleasure Island, with promises of doing it again. Yet, just blocks from the beach, tucked away along a tree-lined street, not much has changed, especially when it comes to the death of Angel Downs. 2 years ago, she was found shot in the head in the driveway of her home on Mother's Day. Her longtime boyfriend, Steve Nodine, quickly became the #1 suspect and was arrested and charged with killing her. Nodine stood trial. It turned into a battle of the experts. The Baldwin County District Attorney's Office says Downs was shot by Nodine, but Nodine claimed his longtime mistress committed suicide. After 2 weeks of testimony and 7 hours of deliberations, a jury was unable to reach a verdict on the murder and stalking charges. 6 jurors thought he killed Angel Downs, but it must be unanimous. The jury did find him guilty of abusing his position as a Mobile County Commissioner. Nodine spoke out publicly after the trial.
I think people who know me know that I would never in a million years hurt or harm anyone. And I have to live every day with what would have happened or what could I have done to make sure that Angel didn't harm herself. And I'll live with that for the rest of my life.
In the months to follow, Nodine would be sentenced to federal prison for a gun conviction. While behind bars in a Miami correctional facility, Nodine would be charged with murder again for the death of his mistress. Downs' family and friends hope this case ends much differently than the first. In a statement released to Fox 10, Downs' sister, Susan Bloodworth, wrote, "We are hopeful that justice will be served in the next trial, as that is simply all our family wants, justice for Angel."
What is it that you're hoping to get out of all of this? Do you want to clear your name?
Just weeks shy of the 2-year anniversary of Downs' death, Nodine was released from a federal prison after serving a 15-month sentence.
Anything specific you want to say?
Mr. Nodine looks forward to his day in court and clearing his name aggressively.
Since he was sent to federal prison, a lot of things have changed. Baldwin County District Attorney Judy Newcomb, who tried the first case, lost her bid for re-election to Hallie Dixon. Nodine got a new legal team. Pascal Bruin and John Beck will head up his defense. From the get-go, Bruin claimed Newcomb's office tainted evidence.
Just wanted to make the court aware that evidence has been mishandled, misplaced, and destroyed. And from here on out, we want that to stop. And he agreed with us that there should not be any destructive testing, and that's all we wanted.
Dixon decided not to go after a murder charge, so the Attorney General's office stepped in, and David Whetstone was appointed to serve as a special prosecutor. Now, Nodine faces a new indictment on top of the murder charge, criminally negligent homicide. Whetstone says he has a potential game changer. He adds Nodine didn't have to fire the gun to be responsible.
We have gone back and analyzed every aspect of the case, and there will be new evidence that we presented in this case.
Nodine's attorney, Pascal Bruin, says he isn't concerned.
Well, we've seen the evidence. It's not compelling in our opinion, and we're not worried about it.
Both sides are being tight-lipped about that new evidence. We do know what came out in the first trial. Witnesses testified seeing Nodine speeding away from the scene.
Mr. Whitehead that heard the shot and immediately came out and pointed down the road and saw my truck leaving with that blind curve was probably exactly what happened. It was a matter of split seconds.
The state says after the shooting, Nodine made several stops to a convenience store, Timber Creek Golf Course, and a Mexican restaurant where he got a call police were looking for him.
Once you find out that people are looking for you in connection to a woman's death, why not call Angel then?
Well, that question has been brought to me, and I don't have an answer for it. Really, I mean, I think I was in shock after I had spoke with my attorney, and I really don't have an answer to that.
And 2 years later, there are still a lot of unanswered questions about what exactly happened the night Downs was shot in the head. Nodine's second murder trial is expected to take place in August. Meanwhile, Nodine has not been sentenced on the ethics violation conviction. Whetstone says it will be up to the Attorney General's office to decide if it should be before or after the murder trial. Now, to read more about this case and Nodine's federal conviction he hopes to overturn, please visit our website, fox10tv.com.